Hey y'all, it's Kate from Katie Did. We are at the West Forsyth Fishing Access today, and we're going to take a little walk and see what we can find. Come along. Here we go, down onto the beach. Ooh, it's a little steep. I love this big rock, but I don't want to lean on it too much because it could just like fall, and that would be very bad. Okay, here we go. That's a nice little bunch of rocks. Let's see what we can find. One of the things I love about jasper is that you can look at it and see kind of glimmerings of what that's going to look like once you put it in the rock tumbler. This is super interesting. It's just a piece of limestone here, but on the top of it you can see it has this little bitty stone set in here, and all this stuff here is kind of, it's chalcedony, so it's a little bit pre-agate kind of thing. And it's all very smooth. Where my thumb is there is just super nice and smooth. It's just such an interesting rock. I love rocks that can tell you the story of where they came from. That one definitely can. I just picked this up. It's just a little piece of chalcedony and I don't know, some other kind of non-chalcedony material. But I love how sort of striated it is, and I thought I'd show it to you because I think it's pretty. I picked up this chunk because it looked interesting. I thought initially it was just a piece of sandstone, but it's much denser and harder than sandstone. And it has these really cool crystals inside, and it looks like it's got lines all the way through. So even though this is a big giant chunk, I'm going to put it in my backpack, haul it home, maybe cut it open. It's another really interesting rock. It actually is broken on the end, so you can see what the inside looks like. It doesn't look super interesting inside, but it has so much going on the outside. I'm going to take it home anyway. Yep, actually I just looked in there and you can see there's a little window into the rock. It's a very nice little agate. Yay! So this is just a piece of sandstone, but I think all of these light colored pieces in here are little bits of fossilized grasses and reeds. That is a lot of stuff all captured in a moment in time. Cool. So usually the riverbank is pretty clean because the river rises and falls and sweeps things away. But this may have been maybe a dump of some kind. I have here, it looks like it used to be a bicycle. Very, very rusty, kind of cool looking. And I just picked up out of the mess over here this glass bottle. Unfortunately, it's broken on the bottom, but it looks like it might have been a milk bottle back from the days when they had milk bottles. So that's kind of cool. And we have pieces of a broken toilet. So Good times. Well, this definitely was a bottle dump of some kind. This is some blue glass from a bell jar, and I don't know how long ago they stopped making these in blue, but it's definitely a thing. And up here, it's a little tiny salt and pepper shaker. I think that's what it is. Maybe it's just a jar of some kind. Wow, look at that, it's cool. It's like wider there, and I want to find out what kind of jar that is. No, that's not a salt and pepper shaker, it's just a top for the lid. Well, that is a really cool find. It's not a rock, but it is super fun. I can see here is another bottle. Wish I'd brought some. Ooh, look at that, the glass is sort of pearly. This one's been buried, so who knows how long or what it is. Oh, it's so cute. Look at the size of it. That is so neat. Neat shape, neat size. Love it. Check this out, even a little piece of pottery. You know, it's kind of hilarious to get so excited about somebody else's garbage. But this is somebody's garbage from a really long time ago. It's been buried under tons of dirt. And now it's worn out of the river. Used to be, you know, back before we had garbage collection, people would just bury their garbage. And that included a lot of bottles and pottery and that kind of thing. So now I'm finding it and I feel pretty excited. This is a part of what used to be somebody's shoe. Hand stitched. I think that was very, very old. Oh man, that is so cool. Back to the rocks. That's pretty. Jasper, jasper, jasper. And a teeny tiny little agate. Let's see what this one is. Oh. Kind of pretty, but it's not clear enough to be an agate, and I'm gonna throw it back in the river. Look at how pretty this is. It's a jasper, but it's got an awful lot of beautiful patterns in it. Petrified wood. Is anybody getting tired of seeing me pick up jasper yet? Oh, I just think that's so beautiful. I ordered a new rock tumbler because I broke the old one, so pretty soon we'll be able to start tumbling again. This one looks kind of promising. It's a pretty little piece. It's not super clear, but I bet it'd be pretty polished.
So stayed back to record a time lapse over there, and found these two agates just like right next to each other, eroding from the top bank. There's just lots of really cool, just little like crystal features on this one, and these kind of square pieces. And I have no idea what this is, but I just love the deep green color and the red tip, the little cap on it. Other agate.
One of the fun things about exploring and looking for rocks and other things is that you get to kind of experience the history of the area. This actually used to be a road bridge that went across the Yellowstone River. It's still there now, but it's not used as a bridge anymore. There's a bridge you can see in the background they built instead. So now this one just sits across the river and looks kind of rustic. More cool stuff. It's just the remains of a brick wall lying there, now looking pretty. Well, I found some rocks in bottles. Kava found a deer bone, which is really disgusting. And we found some nice things. This is Kate from Katie Did. Keep on doing.